Hello, it's Petrina from Heart to Heart Hypnotherapy and Energy Healing, welcoming you back again to another session about the chakras. Today we will be presenting about the heart chakra, one of the more important ones, obviously. It basically is the dividing line between the lower frequency chakras, or the lower chakras that connect us to Earth, to the ones that connect us to the higher realms. Okay, so this is an important one to have cleared and open. A lot of us struggle with heart. It's a big one, especially in this world, right? We've had a lot of hurts, pains, betrayal, loss, grief, sadness. And because we're not taught how to release and let them go as children, we tend to hold and store them all. And the layers begin to form. The walls begin to build up to protect us from having that hurt, pain, mistrust occur again. So it's very important to try and clear this space so that it's open. The biggest healing tool you can have is having your heart space open and relating to the world through the heart, through pure love. That is the whole goal of everything that we're trying to do spiritually, is to get to that place where there's no judging, where there's no need to look outside to fill that void and that space that we feel in there. We don't need to, when we start loving ourselves and having our heart healed, look outside for it. We don't need to be materialism. We don't have to have multiple partners or multiple relationships. We will feel content and whole inside when the heart is fixed, repaired, healed. So that is the main goal of these sessions, is to help you along with that, give you insight into that, knowing that your biggest lessons that you learn are the relationships that you have. They're your mirrors. So especially the ones that bother you the most, the ones that are really annoying, those are your biggest teachers. Because if you didn't have the triggers inside you, what they said or do won't affect you. And you will have so much self-esteem about yourself that you won't allow people to come into your life that don't treat you with respect or show you unconditional love. So that's where we want to get you, to that place where you feel so loving towards yourself and complete that you will have such an amazing ability to pick people to come into your life that are going to be supportive and loving, unconditional loving. So we need to start working on healing that space first. So we're going to teach you a bit about the heart in general. And then moving forward, we're going to do the yoga with Lindsay at Brainiac to help us open this space up energetically and physically, doing the mantras. And then we're going to move forward into the guided meditation, which will also give you some tools to help release and make you aware of what you are blocking in that space. All right, so let's start first. So the color, green or pink, you choose, whatever you like in that space. The chant is Yam. The element is air. The sense is touch. This symbolizes earth and cosmic center, compassion, non-judgmental, and love. The 7 deadly sins that relate to that is wrath. And the virtue is patience and courage. Again, you have to have courage to open your heart, right? Archangel Raphael. He's one of my favorites. I use him all the time in my healing work. I bring him into my space all the time. He's an amazing healer. So you can call him in as well when you're doing any of the meditations, or you need extra help on healing or understanding of why you're feeling that kind of way. Just call in Archangel Raphael. It's a sense of a green kind of energy that comes in, and it's warm and it's loving, and he will help you. The location, it's located in Shaftesbury, England. So as mentioned in the other videos, each chakra also has an energetic position on Earth. So this one happens to be in England. Okay, the sound frequency is 594 Hz. You can find that on YouTube channels. You can also get a tuning fork or a sound bowl in the heart frequency to help open. The age it requires and that it opens is between 22 and 28, which makes sense because that's usually around the age group of where we're trying to find somebody more stable, more secure, build a family, have a more solid relationship. It's also where we're doing a lot of learning about ourselves, if we like ourselves, right? Okay, the balanced is compassionate, empathetic, nurturing, loving to self and to others. When the physical symptoms show us that this is needing healing, the spaces you're going to find it in are, of course, in this space. So you're going to get shoulders, throat, neck, into the heart problems. You're going to get high blood pressure, insomnia, asthma, lung issues, breast cancer, upper back, and shoulder problems. Those all come in that place, okay? Breast cancer is an interesting one because it's actually about not nurturing and not loving self, that usually occurs in that space. So just be aware of that energetically, because it is quite a common cancer to get, especially for women. Women are known as being extreme nurturers. So if there's a feeling of not nurturing self or not having the ability to nurture others, that's where the body starts reacting and causing these things to occur. So things to balance: yoga, cacao, nature, caring for others, and feeling gratitude. Cacao ceremonies are amazing. If you've never done one, you can follow us on our site. We do them quite frequently, hearttoheartenergy.com. And if you're in our area, please join us. So cacao medicine is a plant medicine. It was first found by the Mayans in Peru with the cacao pod. They opened it and they ground the seeds and used the seeds as a drink. Later on, the Europeans came in and had taken the cacao pods and then turned it into chocolate as we know it now by processing it over and over and by adding in sugar and butters and things like that. So cacao is actually the authentic first stage of the pod opening, the seeds coming out. Ceremonially, they will look after it, bless it, do it in a proper environment. So if you want, you can even do it yourself. You can order it online, but be very aware of how to use it. Look up online a few different ways on how to make a cacao ceremony so that you make sure it's done properly, because it has to be done quite properly with intention, with blessings, with a guided meditation with it, etc. But it is very, very powerful. I think that's why basically we all love chocolate. Even if it's processed and added, we still get a comfort feeling from it, right? It still feels good in our heart. Valentine's, it's all about the heart, and the chocolates are pretty big sellers at that time. So it's being used for that way for very, very long time. But the original is a cacao ceremony, okay? So just being aware of that, that's a really good tool to open. The oils that work are rose, eucalyptus, bergamot, jasmine, and rosewood, and the crystals: rose quartz, malachite, emerald, and green aventurine. Okay, so those are all really good. Any green or pink crystal, make sure you have the intention put on it. Clear them. If you've taken them from a store or you've had them just sitting around, clear them and energize them in the sun or the moon, or in salt water, the ones that are polished. Don't put the raw ones, rough ones in there, because they can get dissolved in that moment. And then when you get them all cleared, hold them in your hand and you have the intention that this crystal is going to clear my heart space. It's going to help energize my heart space and release what doesn't need to be there anymore. And crystals are amazing. They're alive. They will absorb in, with our intention, those frequencies and energies that don't serve us. After you've used them for, say, a couple of weeks, clear them again so that it has space to bring in more of what you need to release. Okay, they're beautiful to use. You can lay down with them on your chest, on your heart space, or you can carry them around your neck at the heart space. Okay, some people actually put the polished ones into water and drink so that you're absorbing it in. You can also write on your water bottles or on your glass: love, heart, release, things like that. Those intentions work. They work very, very well. All right. The affirmation for the heart space that you can say over and over to yourself: I am open to giving and receiving love. I am open to giving and receiving love. It's a beautiful saying, and the more you repeat it, that's a very good saying that keeps the space open with your intention. All right, so moving forward, we're now going to go to the workout of the yoga to open up this whole space. Make sure you subscribe below so that you get all the following different chakras that we're going to be working on. And don't forget, at the end, we have the beautiful meditation, and it is invoked in with some energy that was collected while I was in Peru, from Atlantean, from the Mayans, and from the Pleiadians. It's all energetics that we connected into while we were there, and they are being brought forward into the videos. That's why I started the videos, because I was told to do that, because this is a way that they are able to send the transmissions through. So just be aware of that. They're only of love and light. They're beautiful, beautiful energetics that are coming through to open and help us heal. All right, so we take care. Put all your little comments down below there. If you have any questions, let me know. And moving forward, let's move on to Lindsay at Brainiac. Thank you so much for keeping in touch.
Now I'm going to show you some poses for activating the heart chakra. We'll start with Kundalini. This is fun. Kundalini arm swings. So you can have a seat on your shins or on your butt and easy pose. Come back to shins. For me, I like this one. And we're going to open up the left arm out and back and twist to look to the left while our right hand is placed on our heart. Inhaling, and then exhale, we're going to twist to the right, opening up the right arm back and replacing the right arm with the left hand onto the heart. And exhale. Inhale left, exhale right. And you can do this standing as well. You want to have a wide stance. Inhale left, exhale right. And that's to open up the heart. And now if that doesn't make you feel dizzy, your eyes can be closed and staring into the third eye. The next one would be a hatha pose. A hatha pose, a little less fiery, but still can be pretty fiery. We're going to stand on our knees. This one's called camel. We're going to place our hands at the base of our spine and the low back just to support it. And we're pressing our hips forward as we open our chest to the sky and lean back. If it's okay for your neck, you can release it and look back. If you have the flexibility, you can move down and touch your legs, and if not, that's okay. You can keep your hands here. The idea is just to get the chest open, mainly. A more relaxed version would be a yin pose called supported fish. And now fish can be supported or not. Come laying down on our back, and we're going to be flat. We're going to have our palms down. And what we want to do is get our head, the crown of our head, to touch the ground. So we want to lift up from our elbows here, lifting up to place our top of our head down onto the ground. You can just be here if this is okay for you. And if this is too much without the support, we can place a block right underneath our chest area. We'll just kind of place it just kind of where the base of the block is at. If you had a bra, it would be at the base of your bra, at your thoracic spine. And then you're just going to release your head back from here. And this one with less effort. Long, deep breathing. And this is practiced for about 2 to up to 10, 20 minutes. To get out, you'd roll to the side. And now for the mantra, seated in your most comfortable pose. We're going to have the mudra, Gyan mudra, thumb and forefinger touch, and place it just at the heart. Eyes are going to be closed, and the mantra is YAM, Y-A-M. Inhale. YAM. And these are poses to help activate the heart chakra.
Find yourself a comfortable position, whether lying on the floor, sitting in a chair. A time and a place where you can relax, undisturbed, for the next 20 minutes. If you wish, you can light some candles, set your intentions, and set your space. Take a nice deep breath. And bring your awareness to your heart center. Feel and sense it beating. Feel how that space feels. Bring in an image of a person, a place, an animal. And allow that energy to shift in that space. And then bringing awareness to your stomach and your hips, thighs to your knees, shins, all the way to the tip of your toes. Bringing awareness to the heels of your feet, back of your calf muscles, back of your knees, back of your thighs and your hips. Bringing awareness to your spine, feeling and sensing the spine all the way from the tailbone all the way to the little bones in your neck. Taking your time, allowing them to be nice and straight on top of each other. And bringing awareness to the crown of your head, connecting in to the crown. Saying along with me in your mind, I allow my higher self to connect in with me. I allow guidance, healing, and insight into my heart. I ask for healing of my heart, to release from the past and from any lifetimes, any generational, where I've kept hold of hurt, betrayal, pain, loss, grief, sadness. I ask for these to be cleared from me today, energetically and physically, so that I may understand what true love, unconditional love, is about, where I can love myself unconditionally. I give permission for you to clear that for me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I ask my third eye to be wide open, so I may see the bigger picture behind my lessons, my pain, my loss. And then moving down to your neck and your shoulders, to your upper arms, to your elbows, forearms all the way to your fingertips. Now imagining yourself standing in a beautiful garden, surrounded by flowers of all shapes and sizes, butterflies and hummingbirds, bees, little ants, maybe even little squirrels, whatever is in your garden. Just take a moment and create that garden just as you want it. Make it a space you can bring yourself whenever you need to feel calm, peace, relaxed. Now in your garden, you've made yourself a beautiful space to sit. One of those nice, big, cushy lounge chairs, a little table, an umbrella to put up if the sun is too warm. But today is the perfect temperature. Bright blue sky above, fresh cut green grass. I bet you can even imagine the smell of that grass. How fresh. Feel the sensation of the grass under your feet. So soft and cool. And let's walk over to this beautiful space you've created in your garden. You surrounded it with crystals of all colors and shapes and sizes. Little tea lights, little flowers. Step inside that circle and feel and sense how safe it feels in there. How protected it feels in there. Sitting down on the chair with your arms on the armrest, feet up. So peaceful there. Just enjoying the smells of all the flowers you've planted. Seeing all the butterflies floating from flower to flower. Birds singing in the background. They're beautiful songs. Now, on the table to the left, there's a beautiful crystal bowl, and it's filled to the top with green, sparkling gel. And you're wondering what that is doing in your garden. And you're aware of a little note peeking out from underneath. Sliding that note out and opening it up. It tells you that this gel has been made especially for you from Archangel Raphael. He knows how important it is to you to open your heart. He knows your stories of every lifetime you've had. Every loss, every pain, every betrayal, every trauma, every magnificent love that you've ever experienced. He's made this gel to help open that heart. And the instructions are for you to take a nice, big handful of that with your left hand. Noticing the sensation of how it feels. It's cool and soft, and you can feel the energy pulsing in your left hand. So take a nice big handful, placing it all over your heart space, knowing that this gel magically soaks in without leaving any marks on your clothing or your skin. You feel it penetrating deep, deep into the heart. You're even more aware of your heart beating. You can hear it even in your ears. It sounds so loud. And as this energy continues to clear and open. It's going to release from you any energies that you've put there that are blocking you from feeling unconditional love for yourself and for others. It's releasing timelines, many, many lifetimes, parallel worlds, parallel universes. It's releasing loss and pain, traumas and physical illnesses from that space. Layer by layer by layer by layer. Releasing, release, release. And as that is working, you're aware that on the table has been left for you a rosebud. It's tightly closed, but you're aware that it's got a few little yellow spots showing. You lay this over top of your heart. And the energy from that gel and from your heart begins to open up that rose. See the petals slowly starting to unfold. Wider and wider. You can smell scent of that rose. And you're aware that you feel this rose entering into your heart. Visualize inside your heart this open yellow rose. And you're aware of how beautiful it is. You're aware of little butterflies coming and standing on the edge of the petals, taking a rest. You're aware of bumblebees coming to collect sweet nectar in that space. You may be aware of hummingbirds coming by to also drink of that space. Being aware of all the life that it sustains. And that rose still looks as beautiful as it did. It has so much to give, so much to offer. We know that if it ever closed down into a bud again, it would feel tight, constrained. It would not be able to nurture anything or anyone. So we're aware of just leaving it nice and wide and open for whoever needs it. And then taking another handful of that gel, place it over top again of the rose and the heart, so it will stay nourished and open, having no fear of allowing ourselves to trust and to feel again in that space. I allow in love and light unconditionally. I love myself. I love myself. I do not need it from anything outside to feel that wholeness and that joy and peace. It's all inside me. I just simply have to love myself. Feel and sense the energy in that space as you allow it to clear and you allow it to expand. Put your hand on your heart. Let it know it is safe. It is safe. It is safe. You can continue to just relax into this meditation, allowing the gel to continue to heal. Or if you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bringing awareness to your heart beating. Feeling and sensing that beautiful green energy, healing, love, and light. If you're laying down, bring your awareness and move over to the right side. And then when you're ready, bringing yourself back up into a seated position. Hands on your heart. We thank the higher self for releasing from us today anything that does not serve us. Breaking and clearing karma, contracts, and vows from anybody in our heart space who has harmed us or whom we have harmed. We release, we ask forgiveness, and give forgiveness so we may not have our heart energetically closed any longer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We thank Archangel Raphael for assisting us with this healing, bringing in his beautiful energy into our space. Thank you for all your help. Having gratitude in your heart, knowing it is a new day, a new time to allow the new story to unfold. Releasing and letting go of our old story. Just like the rose, having the choice to be open or closed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.